Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I have done the ploughing with the Deutz, that is now done. I've also done the ploughing with the New Holland, that one is parked down there, although we're going to use it again. I've got cultivating to do there, I've got cultivating to do up in the field 86. We also completely forgot, because I've got some fields over by the sheep. We did one of the fields there. I think it was field 38 or 35, whichever. We've done... No. We've done one of the fields near the pigs. We got two more fields near the pigs, and we've got a field by the sheep that we haven't done anything to yet. So we need to work those fields as well. They've all got to be ploughed. So unfortunately, we're going to need to set some more ploughing going today. I've also got the weekly question from last week, so we're going to be buying some more land as well. So we basically... We're going to be getting a fleet of tractors going. I am going to be moving on to cultivating today. I want ploughing and cultivating finished by the end of today's episode, or at least before tomorrow's episode. Saturday's episode. Because then we can hopefully get started on the spring planting. And we've got quite a bit of spring planting that we're going to be needing to do by that point. So at the moment, we have available now, we can skip the night if we want to. Before we do that, my weekly question is, I am going to be buying some pigs. At the moment, we have got 100 cows. I'm going to be buying some pigs at some point. I probably won't do sheep on this map. So do you want me to get the pigs this summer? Which... If you take a look in the season's thing, I'll get the pigs around here so that we've got just before we start harvesting. Or do you want me to use this year to kind of get ourselves established and get things going, and then buy the pigs next year instead of this year? So then we've got more land and we've got more things ready. We've already got some crops available that we can use to feed them with, and we could start buying them a little bit earlier in the year. I'm not quite sure when we would buy them, but yeah, we would have that option then that we could buy them whenever, rather than having to just use that little window during the middle of the harvest. So do you want me to buy pigs this year, or do you want me to wait until next year? It's your vote, it's your game. Head in the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. Now let's see what happens when we skip the night. So if we just take a look, we've got 25,000 litres of milk, and if we go left alt and N, resting for another day at the farm, plenty of Zs. Okay, so we sell all the milk. It's now raining, and I mean, we can still work the ground even though it's raining. It is 0 degrees at the moment, but the ground is still 4 degrees. The ground is still reasonably warm, so we can at least do that. 6 o'clock in the morning. It's still very dark because of how the game works. Cleanliness is down to 12%. Our very first task this morning, actually, we're going to come back to do the cows, because we need to get some ploughing underway, so we're going to start bright and early on this. Let me get the lights on the tractor, and let's get going. We need to get to the pigs, to the fields near the pigs, because yeah, there's 2 fields over near the sheep, field 38 and 35, but then we've got 31, 23 and 22 up by the pigs, and those 23 and 22, we haven't actually ploughed those fields yet, and that is most concerning to me, because I thought that we'd sort of done the ploughing, and I've only just found out that we've got these fields that we need to do as well. We're also going to be buying some fields, and I think we're going to buy this field right here. This would be a good one to get. If you have a look, 44,900 euros. We could actually do a couple of missions on some fields before we buy them. Because there's going to be a lot of fields owned, so maybe we'll come back and take a... No, I don't think we will, actually. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's just... Okay, I really don't know. I might come back and do some missions. We can't plant yet, because the ground's only 4 degrees. We need the ground to warm up a bit before we can do planting, so we don't need to worry too much about making sure that we get started. Now, there is a sign up here, and I showed it to you previously. We took a look, and it was this great big sign. It had the laptop and everything on it. Thought it would be a really good deal. You could play Farming Simulator, that sort of thing. And I have been informed that it's actually not quite as a good advert as you can see. Right, there, you've got a laptop. And I'm pretty sure, I can't remember exactly what it is, but I have been told that that down in the bottom, where it says, now I'm going to pronounce this in English, Tilco gla idioto. Basically, only an idiot would buy this. So, yeah, don't buy that laptop, apparently. It's telling you right there on the side. I think that's absolutely brilliant. I genuinely laughed when I was told what it actually meant. It genuinely made me laugh. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, there's a big sign there for the laptop, and it says quite plainly, only an idiot would buy this laptop. Which I love that. I absolutely love it. It's such an awesome little detail to add to a map. Anyway, ooh, sorry car, sorry. This field here would be quite a good one, I think. I would like to have this field here. Again, it's already cultivated and everything, so we don't really need to worry about it. We've got wet crop symbol up there in the right-hand side now, so that sort of prohibits you from turning grass and from combining, baling, that sort of thing. There's various jobs that you can't do while that symbol is up. But if we go over here, we own this field and we own this wee field down here as well. They are both our fields, and neither of them are ploughed. So that is what I'm going to be doing here today, or at least I'm going to get started with this Deutz. Let's go up this side then, because that's the way that he wants to go. And hopefully I can at least plough in the rain. I ought to be able to plough in the rain. I can think of no logical reason why I would not be able to plough in the rain. So let's... Helper G has completed their task. No, you really haven't. I can assure you, you have not completed your task. Right, now he's on. We do have the multi-angle terrain that we've got to sort of take into account, so it will do some odd things. This field will stretch up away along here right in front of the pigs, so it's a slightly bigger field than the other one. We can worry about that little bit on the edge when it's finished. I'm just going to watch this plough until he finishes here. I'll probably just leave this tractor here to do this, and we'll get the other tractor, the Zeta. We need to rush over and we need to get that one carrying on with the cultivating over there. Then we need to get the New Holland going with the cultivating as well. And we can have a little bit of a drive around and see if we want to buy any fields that are... Right, which way is he going to go? Oh, he is going the right way. Yes. We want to see if we want to buy any fields that are not already cultivated and ready for seeding. If we do, then obviously they're going to need to be ploughed and cultivated. Right, that one seems to be going fine, so let's skip through the machinery. We're over to the Zeta over here. Oh, he's only got front lights. Start this one up and press H to get that one going. He's going to work just fine in there. I know it's raining and it's not ideal doing cultivating in the rain. You wouldn't... I mean, you can do it sometimes, but it's not an ideal circumstance to be doing cultivating. It definitely isn't. But anyway, I've finished this field and I've gone around the outside a couple times with the cultivator so that they can carry on down here. That one's just fine. We want to skip over to this one. We can go and put this plough away. We're not going to use this plough anymore, or at least not for a little while. And we want to get a cultivator going on this one. Once we've done the cultivating, the next thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to need to... oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Cultivating... fertilizer there, with the fertilizer spinner right there. Ooh, okay. That's not the way to treat your machinery. Yeah, we need to get some fertilizer spread on the fields, and we want to spread fertilizer on all of our fields. Now, can I unhitch the plough while it's in the folded position? I don't think I can. You can't normally. No, it's not going to let me. So if I... Is it going to let me do it like this? No, it's not going to let me do it like that either. So if I raise it up, and I have to unfold it, and then lower it down. Like that. Then I can unhitch it. Right. Now we've unhitched that one. Let's go on round here, and we'll get the cultivator on, and we'll get started with this cultivating it on the field just over here. And then we can come back, and we can pick up all the grass by our cattle using the vitamin. It's very important that you always take your vitamins. And Yes, I know someone has pointed that out to me. I can't remember who it was, but I am going to be saying that on a regular basis from now on. So much so that it is going to infuriate each and every one of you. Okay, you are going to be thoroughly fed up with me saying that, and I'll probably still say it because I'm just that frustrating sometimes, and because it's fun. Right. I think if we go this way, I ploughed up and down, so I'm going to go across the plough lines, which is going to be this way. So let's just start the cultivator going there. And just as long as it turns round just once, that'll be fine. It can carry on and do this entire field then. Okay. I'm going to watch this a little bit, and when it's gotten a little bit lighter, and I don't know if it's going to rain all day or not. Okay, they haven't completed their task by any stretch. Right, I don't like this. I will work with this a minute, and when it's gotten a bit lighter, we can deal with the cows. Right, we have cultivating going on and ploughing going on, and I've just increased the speed scale at the moment to 15 times because I don't really want to spend all my time in rain. That is a massive pile of grass. Right, so what do we got? 18% cleanliness. The cows are actually doing okay, and all of this grass that we put in now is going to put them up to 100% for a little while, which is a good thing. I'm quite pleased about this, to be honest. Let's go and scrape all that lot up there. So there's 750 litres already, and you do have to tip it in over the barrier, don't you? It's a bit like the straw. No. Apparently you don't tip it in over the barrier. So where do you tip it? Tip it by the barrier. So I now have a huge pile of grass inside the shed there that I can't actually do anything with. Although it's probably it's just loose grass, which, if I remember correctly, with the seasons, it's going to disappear anyway. So yes, we have wasted a bit of it, but it's not going to stay there forever. So at least we won't have to keep looking at it. Unless I can get in. Can I get in the shed? If there's a way for me to get in the shed, then we might be able to scoop that up and put it into the trough, which would be a better course of action if that's something that we can do. We'll drive around and have a look in a second. Let's gather up a bit more. Oop. And put it there. Like that. So yeah, I've got no intention in this series of using a Lely Juno robot, because we always use the Lely Juno, and I thought it would be quite nice to try and run a series without using the Lely Juno, because I mean it is an absolutely awesome mod and it really does work well. I've also been told that, well, not that I've been told, I've also read that it's one of the mods that you can have issues with the seasons, not most of the time, just in the winter, because if you've got the snow layer everywhere, then it gathers up the snow and then it won't do anything else because you can't empty it. So that's something that we will take a look at later on, but we're not going to worry about it just yet. There's another little line of grass that has turned up now. So if we just gather that up as well. There we go. There's not actually very much there. Tip that in there. What are the cows doing now? So the cows are now 100%. We got 2,500 litres of grass in there. That's brilliant. I'm guessing that's kind of an unintended thing with the whole seasons mod. Because of the way that everything sort of seems to work with seasons, and the way that they seem to like everything to run as realistically as possible, I'm guessing that they don't want things like that to be occurring. But it has occurred, and so we're just going to sort of take advantage of it. Now, can I get through this gate? Oh, you got to press and hold the button to operate everything. Yeah, you just got to keep pressing and holding. And it's magically going to morph through the cows. So let's run this one in through to the barn. And right, we'll just assume that the cows are not going to get out because of an electric fence or something like that. And if we run into here, into the barn, we can pick up that grass and tip it into the trough properly. I've got no intention of leaving it just lying around like that. That would be an awful thing to do as far as I'm concerned. And is it going to tip in? Yes, there we go. Excellent. It's not tipping in anymore. Why aren't you tipping anymore? 93 litres of grass, and it doesn't like it. Gather all of that up. There's more on the outside. Well, if we can just tip it over the fence, that'll be okay. We can tip it into the feed passage, and then it can be gathered up later on. There we go. Oh, it's gone into the trough now. That's all right. Okay, so we have gathered up all of the grass. There is a little bit more there now. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's bring the speed back down to 5 times how we're normally going to run it. And I think what we'll do is we will get ourselves a vehicle and start having a little bit of a drive around. I don't know if it's going to be worth doing a few jobs or not. Jobs don't pay very well. I mean, the main reason for doing jobs would be to get a reduction in the price of some of the fields. They don't pay. It's just not worth it. You get it's 5 times. You get 5 times the wages if they. Right, how do you close the gate? Do I right-click? There's got to be a way to do this. Oh, that's why. I was pressing the wrong mouse button. I didn't realise you had to press the other mouse button as well. And then that brings it up over and puts the latch through as well. That's absolutely brilliant. I genuinely love some of the touches to this map. This map is so... It's the detail on it is just incredible. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, we've got 3 tractors working away in the fields. They can carry on. If we jump into our transit van and we go and take a look, we've got another tractor in the shed. Remember, we've got another Zeta in the shed. We could stick a, we could get a smaller plough and put on that one. We could get something else and put on that one. The question that I asked you all last week was, did you want me to buy small fields? Did you want me to buy big fields? 1,869 people answered the question. 315 wanted big fields near the edges, and 1,554 of you wanted smaller fields in the middle, which I'm very pleased about. I'm actually quite delighted about that. So I'm thinking we're working some fields up here. I'm thinking if we could get a couple more up by the pigs, perhaps 27. I think 21, 27 and 37 would be a good start, because maybe we could join some of them together. And there are some bigger fields available there, but I'm thinking those 3 there, field 41 there, and I was also thinking maybe these 3 fields here, 45, 46 and 52, and then come down here and go for those 3 along there. We've got 2 here, we could get some more there. Let's take a look at 60, 61 and 62 first. 62 is right there next to us. You do have the option for doing jobs on these fields, but they don't pay a huge amount. It's 5 times what you would pay a worker to do for the time. So 16 minutes would get us 2,300 if we planted this one. It would take us 16 minutes. So I don't know. I don't think I will do jobs for people. But anyway, let's buy that field. That's definitely one that I want to get. And then field 60, or this one is grassed out. So I think we'll leave that one for now. And let's skip into you. What is the other? Oh, that one's over there. No, I'm not going to drive on the fields. I will go round. So we got 45,000 there. I've got to make sure I leave myself enough money. I don't want to go spending all of my money on new fields and then not have any money to buy various different vehicles and objects and items and stuff. Yeah? So I'm going probably a little bit too fast for a transit on a rough old track like this, but it's going to be worth it. Let's get round here. We've got Helper F has completed their task. I'm hoping actually that's the ploughing. Right, let's skip through. This one is doing a grand job. We've got a little bit there that we can tidy up afterwards. That's fine. That's the Zeta that we want to get going later on, and our combine. There is our tractor. It's done that weird thing where it finishes part way along the field. And it's got a little bit extra there for some strange reason, which we don't know why. Now then, if I come up this side, and we will swap the... We'll turn the plough over. We got this little tiny field here next. We do this one, and I was also thinking about getting those 2 fields there, and maybe that on... Do I want that long one? I don't know about that long one, but those 2 fields next to us. If I press H and just get this one going here, and then I jump out, that one can carry on there. Let's just run up here to this one, and we got this short field. If we could buy this one. That one is 35,000. Buy buy that. No, I'm not going to do... It's planting jobs. It's almost all planting jobs, so I'm not going to do those. This one, the bigger field here is actually over the other side, so let's just jump over to that one. That's on field 20 over here. That one's 105,000. That is a bit much. We've only got 470. I do want to keep us a bit of money, so we won't get this one yet. Let's skip through some machinery. The Zeta, is he going to stop? Yes, he is. Excellent. And we're back over to our transit. Let's go to this field here. Right, that one's 40,000, so we'll buy that one. It's another small field. That gives us now, we've got 4 fields around the cows. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fields around the pigs. Field 27. Maybe we should go and buy field 27 then. So let's... I don't want J. It's going to let me go to field 27. What's it doing? Right, let's enter that one. And... oh, he's turning round. He's thinking about what he's trying to do. Let me get out of your way. And... okay, that one's doing just fine. Let's go over here, and this is the long field up beside the pigs, field 27. So this one here is another 50,000 euros. So we'll buy that field as well. Now that gives us, let's go back to the map. It gives us a collection of fields around the pigs and a collection of fields around the cows. So maybe we ought to go 2 more fields around the cows. We'll go field 70 and 78. There's a lot of small fields then. It give us a bit of a reserve. We haven't worked field 38 over there. That's another one that we've still got to do. So we might actually consider getting another plough. Let's go back to the van. And this is quite a big field, this one. I don't want to get this field. It's going to be too expensive. And field 70, field 63, see 208,000. That's too big. But if we do carry on up to the top... all I'm doing today is going around buying fields. I actually intend to do quite a bit more than this. Let me just buy these fields. Then we're going to get a couple of tractors. We're not going to need to. All of these fields are done. We've almost finished everything that we want to do. So buy that one. Yep. And this one here. It's another 56,000. Buy. Right, that's left us with 300,000. It's a little bit less than I had planned on keeping, but I think it's going to be okay. We keep 300 grand. Where should I put you? Right, everything is working quite tidily in the fields. Everything is going well. We're going to run our Zeta here, the new Zeta, up to the dealership, and we're going to buy ourselves another cultivator so that I can get cultivating directly behind the Deutz plough. Then in next episode, after the fields have been cultivated, what we'd like to do is we'd like to spread fertilizer on everything. So we get a layer of fertilizer down, and then we got to do some seed drilling. Now we do have a seed drill back at the yard. We're probably going to buy at least 1 more, maybe 2 more seed drills so that we can get everything planted all at once. I'm not going to plant corn this year because... oh, wait, I just seen something. It's a gold nugget. I didn't think there were any. 99 more gold nuggets. I didn't actually think there were gold nuggets on his map. That's €1 million that we've got available, if we can find them all. I would like to hear your thoughts on whether or not you think we should get an extra €1 million onto this map. I think that could be a lot of fun. I don't know what you think. You'll have to let me know about that one. So, sewing machines. We've got a Kavernland. That is back at our yard. But we've also got available... probably we don't want a Seed Hawk. I think an 84-foot... 25.6 meter seed drill will be a tad too big. Just a smidgen oversized. That one's only a 3 meter. It requires 110 horsepower. So we could get that one. And this is a direct drill. So, I mean, it's rather expensive, I think, for what it is. I would like to have a go with this one. It's a 4 meter, only requires 80 horsepower. I think we will get one of those. There's another one there. Why have I got 2? I did activate a Massey Ferguson pack. And I don't know what's gone. Oh, I got a feeling that by activating the Massey Ferguson pack again, I've got 2 copies of them all. Yes, because they did an updated version, and so I've got one in the competition, and then I've got another version as well. So I'm going to have to find the other pack and get rid of it. So I will do that for next episode. As you have a look in the cultivators, it'll be 2 of those as well. Anyway, I'm not after one of those cultivators right now. I'm after a small cultivator, and there's one in particular that I've seen. I've installed and added loads of extra cultivators, and there is one that I wanted to get. It's not there. That's the Massey Ferguson one there. It's none of those. We've got Gorale. What's that one? That's a 2.2. It only requires 35 horsepower. That would be a good one to go for. No, here it is. It's the this one here is the Bavarian Tractor Factory, I think it is. I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure it's a Bavarian Tractor Factory. This is the one that was available with the Classics pack last time round. So this is the one that we're going to get. It's a nice small cultivator. Doesn't require a massive amount of horsepower. I think it'd be just perfect to go with our little Zeta here. So if we take this one, we can zip over to the pigs just over there, and we can get it going in the field. So let's just come around here. Helper D has completed the task. Which one is Helper D? I'll go and have a look in a second. Get on to you. Right, if I take this one over to the field, that is just about all I've got time for today, and we have bought our other land. I did manage to do that much. We can get going with the cultivating here. If I've got a couple of fields that have been cultivated by next episode, I can at least then make a start on doing the planting, although we can't do planting until it reaches 5 degrees, so we may have to go forward a few days in time now. That might be the next thing that we've got to do. And if I bring this one over here, I think what I will do first, if I park this one up here, switch you off, we will... What's he doing? He's doing that crazy thing where they turn around too early again. So let me just turn the hired help off. We can just finish up this little patch right here, and I can do the little strip down the other end. Let me just go through and see what else we got. We got the Zeta here, has almost finished. There's a couple of patches there, and it's got a bigger patch here. I'll set it going on this bigger patch, and hopefully that'll get rid of most of the extra work that needs to be done, and then I can just tidy it up. So we can come out here with a seed drill, and we can get started on this field, and there should be a couple of other fields that we'll have ready by tomorrow, next time as well. Lower that down there and press H. That should just carry on. Yes, perfect. Right, that's you doing just fine. This one is doing just fine as well. Excellent. It's all these extra little bits in the fields that are making it a little bit difficult, but I don't think we need to worry about them too much. I've got more tractors that I will be buying at some point. I don't think we need to get them yet, but I will be buying them at some point. Because I've got a whole load of like small stuff that I think could look really cool going with this map. It's just that we've got to be able to justify using it. I don't want to go spending all our money just yet, because we've got to remember it doesn't grow on trees. We don't have a magic money tree, and we're going to have to sort of pace ourselves, because I don't want to start getting into a load of debt. We do have the cows, which are providing us with a decent income already. And that's going to be quite crucial, I think, to sort of keeping things moving. So if I can just tidy up this field, we can get the cultivating going in here. We will do fertilizer spreading first. Then we will go back through, and after we've spread fertilizer on the field, we can start on the... Actually, we can do the fertilizer spreading before the temperature gets right. And then we got to wait for the temperature to rise up so that we can do sow the crops into the field. Next year, I'm actually thinking after we've done the harvest, what we'll do for some of the fields is we'll plant oilseed radishes. We won't do it for all of them, but you plant the oilseed radishes, and then in the autumn, you plant them in the autumn planting window, and then the following year they are... Just press H. Why are you stopping already? I know what I'll need to do. If I swap that over... Yeah, You plant the oilseed radishes, then the following spring the oilseed radishes have grown up a growth stage, and you can use that as like your first layer of fertilizer, so that you can avoid doing one fertilization layer, which is absolutely brilliant. I think it's a really good use of oilseed radishes, because it's not going to slow us down at all with the game mechanics. It's whereas ordinarily oilseed radishes, they do actually slow you down a bit. I have used them just because I wanted to use them, but they do slow you down because you've got to plant them all, and then you've got to wait for a growth stage, and then you've got to plant again, and I think it's not really worth it for just a layer of oilseed radishes. But doing it in this with the seasons, I think it could very well work out. I think it could be an excellent idea. So anyway, I've just about run out of time, and I will this time get the ploughing and everything finished. I'm sort of drifting into what people were concerned I was going to start doing, and that is just doing the same thing for several episodes. We have bought stuff. I can, at least in my defense, we have bought more fields. And I did forget about these fields. So we'll put these going on the back burner, that we will do them, but it'll be secondary to what we're going to be doing for the next few episodes, which has got to be the fertilizer and the planting. But yeah. My question for this week is, do you want me to buy pigs this year, or do you want me to wait until next year before I buy the pigs, so that we've got a year to get ourselves established on the farm, and then we can start branching out into other livestock? It's your vote, it's your game. Head in the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. If you enjoyed this episode, please head down below and give me a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar, goodbye, and see you later.